On February 13, 2017, Abigail Williams and Liberty German disappeared from a quiet hiking trail, beginning a years-long search for a phantom. Delphi is a tight-knit community of about 3,000 people. It's the exact kind of town where two middle schoolers felt perfectly safe spending a day off exploring local landmarks. When the girls failed to show up for their afternoon ride home, searchers scoured the area. The following day, their bodies were discovered near the Monon High Bridge, an abandoned railroad trestle. In a standard remote homicide, the physical trail of evidence stops in the dirt, but Abby and Libby managed to capture their own recordings before they died. Investigators found a short video saved on Libby's cell phone. Recorded moments before the murders, it showed a man, now known as Bridge Guy, walking directly behind them on the trestle. This audio waveform shows the exact recording recovered from that same file. A man's voice instructs the girls to go down the hill, three words that would become the primary focus of the investigation. The Indiana State Police released both the video frame and the audio snippet to the public within days. Millions of people analyzed the media online, generating thousands of leads for the local tip line. Despite releasing updated composite sketches in 2017 and 2019 and keeping the case actively covered across national news networks, the task force hit a wall. The investigation stretched past 5 years with no primary suspect in custody. Millions of people had seen the killer's face and heard his voice, yet a viral digital footprint alone could not produce an arrest. In October 2022, nearly 6 years after the murders, police made an arrest. The suspect was Richard Allen, a local pharmacy worker. Back in 2017, during a routine police canvass, Allen had actually told officers he was on the trail that afternoon. Investigators finally connected him to the crime by re-examining an overlooked piece of evidence, an unspent .40 caliber bullet recovered from the dirt between the victims' bodies. This diagram shows ballistics testing on unfired ammunition. Chambering and extracting a round leaves microscopic scratch marks on the casing. Analysts perfectly matched these unique patterns on the crime scene bullet to a handgun found in Allen's home in 2022. The phone video gave police a pixelated image on a bridge. The physical bullet gave them the legal probable cause required to finally make an arrest. The trial began in October 2024 in Carroll County, following 2 years of intense pre-trial legal fights, shifting defense teams, and strict gag orders. Prosecutors backed up their ballistics evidence with a staggering volume of statements. While awaiting trial, Allen made over 60 separate confessions to his wife, his mother, a treating psychologist, and various prison staff members. His defense attorneys argued these were false confessions, triggered by severe psychosis after prolonged solitary confinement. They countered the state's case with an entirely different theory, suggesting the murders were actually a ritualized act carried out by a white nationalist group. The jury rejected the alternate theories. They weighed the forensic ballistics and the recorded confessions, and in November 2024, they found Richard Allen guilty on all counts. This chart illustrates the sentence handed down by the judge in December 2024. Allen received the maximum possible penalty, 2 consecutive 65-year sentences totaling 130 years in prison. The sentencing laid bare the emotional exhaustion of the victims' families. Libby's grandmother expressed her hope that Allen would live with the exact fear he inflicted on the girls, while Abby's grandmother described the day as one of profound, lingering sadness. But the legal process is still active. In early 2025, Allen's defense team filed a formal appeal arguing that the search warrant for his home was unconstitutional and that his jailhouse confessions should never have been admitted into evidence. The case is now moving toward the Indiana State House, where a 3-judge panel is scheduled to hear oral arguments in September 2026. For years, internet investigators scoured every pixel of phone video and every frequency of the audio waveform. In the end, securing a conviction relied on the physical reality of an unspent bullet resting quietly in an evidence locker. As Libby's grandfather noted outside the courthouse, a guilty verdict doesn't bring closure, but after 8 painful years, it finally provides an answer.